Okay, guys, I'm back. I do apologize. I don't know what happened. I have a feeling it's YouTube. The weather's been bad. I don't know. So I do apologize. I'm not going to be that much longer, but I just didn't want to leave it as it was. Now, I went back through some of the comments and things, and people are saying that
All
I
right, no
blame
more.
Puerto Rock. Blame Puerto Rock for nothing. Okay, Puerto Rock nothing to do. He brought a guest on. Everything was going fine. The guest is the one who got disrespectful, not Porter Rock. The other thing is people telling me I told Porter Rock to shut up. No, there were quite a few people talking. This guy was talking over everybody, including Porter Rock and me, and still cussing. I was talking to Fame. I was telling him to shut the fuck up. I would never tell Porter Rock to shut the fuck up, especially to the host of the show. No, I would not do that to Porter Rock. So you people need to get this shit straight. I did not tell Porter Rock to shut up. I was talking to the jackass Fame. Shut up. I just want to make that clear. And it had nothing to do about the game Scalebound or anything else. It had to do with disrespect when I was trying to say something and I brought Phil Spencer's name up. He went fucking cussing me out and disrespecting me. And then today, and last night, he's out there saying some shit about me, on Twitter and shit like that. Now, I didn't shit about him on Twitter. You do have a major issue. You do have a major problem with me, and you are a fucking, fanboy, whatever you want to call yourself. You're a fag boy if you're on a man's dick, okay? It is what it is. Sucking a man's dick, for a console, you're a fag boy.
Well, I've already kind of classified them the one time that if you do shit like that, then you're a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? These are just fucking
But
piece of
I
plastic.
wanted to, yeah, I wanted to just clarify because people were saying that, I was blaming Porter Rock for this. Well, how am I going to blame Porter Rock? Porter Rock didn't do a damn thing. He invited a guest. How these guests are going to react by things that we say. Diverse people in there, just like I do on the Irish podcast on Fridays. He tries to do the same thing, to bring a different view. And he even says we can agree to disagree. Let us know why you disagree. He has no problem with that. But to just come out and other people disagreeing with some of the things he said, but he never during the podcast jumped on them. But me, he did. And probably because they didn't say nothing about Phil Spencer. But as soon as I said Phil Spencer, God, he went through the fucking roof. And it was about disrespect. I went at him disrespect. If he would have talked to me and said, hey, or Nancy, whatever, princess, whatever you want to call me, if you would have come out and just said, hey, I have a problem with what you said, and this is why, it'd have been squashed. I would have gone back and I said, okay, I'll listen. I've done it before. But for people to tell me I should be thrown off the podcast, I ruined the podcast. No, Fame, if you want to blame anybody for starting the shit, Fame did. If you guys think as a female, I'm going to sit there and let anybody, male or female, cuss me out for my own opinion, I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. Fuck this, fuck that. I don't know how to, I'm not a gamer, fuck you, and all this. If you think that's going to happen, it ain't about getting thick skin because I didn't do it to him. That motherfucker respect. He should have shown me respect. He should have showed Porter Rock respect for being on, inviting him to his podcast. Craig Harris respect for being there. He got to start showing respect to the other members of that podcast. That was very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then now, on top of all that, he got so mad, he left early. After he started his shit, he sat back. After I told his ass off, he sat back and he kept doing, every time I talk, I said, there he goes with his fucking disrespect again. Why don't you just shut the fuck up? He walked out on the podcast. Now, that was a slap in the face to Porter Rock. Tried to talk. He was doing that, that dumb nasty, smacking his mouth, talk anymore. I was allowed to talk after he fucking left because he wasn't constantly interrupting me with a smack out of his mouth. And must have got that from his mama.
Yeah, well,
And so he got a bitch he got attitude like a fucking bitch. That's what he got.
well,
Got a bitch attitude.
Nancy, I'm gonna tell you something. Please, just stop dwelling on that. You know,
I'm not.
just
I'm not.
stop.
Listen,
It's
no,
it's
Demetrius,
over with.
listen to me. Listen to. I'm not dwelling on it. I was tired of all the shit on Twitter and people saying that I should be off the podcast. I disrespected Porter Rock. I'm ruining Porter Rock's show. I had to address the people, other people, as well as him. Talk shit about me and think I'm just let it go. I make one video. This is my video. I said my piece. So I'm done with it. I'm done with it now. I'm done with it. Even if they aren't fans of mine, Porter Rock's fans, I did nothing to Porter Rock. Rock to shut up. Nobody disrespects Porter Rock. I have the utmost respect for Porter Rock. And I did not do anything wrong. And I made my apologies on air last night, and I made my apologies to Porter Rock for even screaming. But when we were off air, he even said, and because nobody should have come at you in that manner. He did say that. I'm done with it. Okay, I just said my piece. You guys come on a podcast, whether it be mine, you're invited, or on Porter Rocks or anybody else, and I'm there. You're going to get mad disrespect back. I'm not going to sit there and let you disrespect me. This goes for anybody. Clear. So don't think you can come in and say, okay, we're going to fuck with her. No, because I'll fuck with you right back. Person to let you just sit there and bash the fuck out of me. I'm not going to sit there and cry, go, oh, he yelled at me. Oh, why are you doing that? I'm so sorry. No, that's not me. All to know that I'm done with the video. You want to dislike it? That's fine. You want to like it? That's okay too. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to state my piece and where this came from, and it had nothing to do with the gaming. It was about respect. People on YouTube and in the gaming community respecting people for their honest opinions or their honest thoughts. There ain't no reason to bash nobody. Ain't no reason to talk about people. Like when people bring their families and bullshit. That's dumb. But get in a party with them one-on-one and talk it out. When people say, no, get in a party, let's talk. You don't air the shit out. You don't go crazy like that. That's tacky. Everything else. Be grown and do it in a grown manner. That's all I'm going to say. And listen, Demetrius, thank you for coming, because we're going to end this because I don't want to keep going on and on. We're going to probably do more then on the Irish podcast at 7:00. As long as you're feeling up to it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it regardless.
Okay, so everybody that came, I appreciate you coming. I appreciate your comments, even if put it this way, if they're negative, because you're still giving me views, so it don't matter. Okay,
right?
And it also lets me know what type of mentality you have. So who to fuck with and who don't to fuck with, and people don't even see that. But anyway, everybody have a good night. See you guys tomorrow on the Irish podcast, 7:00 Eastern Standard Time.